Hello guys and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Theresa and this is Theresa Talk Sport. On today's episode I'll be talking about 5 and 5 with Theresa. I talk about 5 things to learn from the previous Manchester United matches. So it's a glorious Sunday morning and I'm still reeling from the excitement of yesterday. If you can't tell from my voice, then you'll probably be able to tell from my social media pages. So yesterday, Manchester United took Manchester City at Wembley for the FA Cup finals, and what a match that was. It was a banger. Today, I'm talking about 5 things to learn from that match. Whew. First things first, La Carrington brilliance. The 2 goals were scored by academy graduates. They are both 19. I don't think the first thing we learn needs any other definition. It's just reminiscent of our Liverpool game, and the youngsters came up and they shined forth in that game, and so much more did they shine in this game. That goal by Garnacho was just brilliant to put us up in front at 1-0 up in 30 minutes, and then 9 minutes later, cool, composed finish from Kobe Mainoo. Like, does it get better? Yes, I know it does, and I really can't wait to see what this future of Manchester United holds for us, with the likes of Kobe Mainoo, Alejandro Garnacho, Rasmus Hojlund, and even Amad Diallo. And the funny thing is that apart from the goal scorers, every other player on that pitch, they were superb. Every other player on that pitch, they were superb. It just shows how much we could have gone this season, how better our season would have been if we have all our players every other day. And so I know we've given Rashford too much stick, or a lot of stick, in recent games and throughout the season. Thank God the season has come to an end. I know we've given him a lot of stick for his performances and whatnot, but I don't think Rashford put a foot wrong in that game yesterday. I don't think he put a foot wrong. He was a constant threat. He was tracking back. He was giving Kyle Walker a run for his money, and I hoped, or there was some places where I hoped he would have beaten him, but Kyle Walker knew he played against Michael Rashford yesterday, and I'm so happy for him because he's going to get the, well, technically I'm kind of happy for him that I was not caught up for Euros, meaning he's going to get the summer off. He's going to be fully prepared for next season, and I can't wait to see the Rashford we get next season. I really just can't wait. This season was a bad season for all of us, and thank God we can hopefully now put it behind us, but with a trophy to our cabinet. I say what? With a trophy to our cabinet. Every other trophyless club should please keep their mouth shut. That being said, let's go down to number 2 on the list: solid defense. The funny thing is that we've started over 15 centre-back pairings this season, but without a doubt, Rafael Varane and Lisandro Martinez remains our best centre-back pairing. And I'm not even talking about both of them just as our best centre-back pairing. The whole defence yesterday, they were solid. From Onana in goal to Lisandro Martinez and Rafael Varane in centre-back partnership, to even Diogo Dalot and Wan-Bissaka as left-back and right-backs. Like, they were superb. They really were superb. They did not put a foot wrong in that game. Even though we considered a goal, I felt like we deserved a clean sheet in that match. Onana actually deserved a clean sheet for that game, but obviously he made a mistake with the goal and the goal went in. But even at that, those guys, they were superb. We got about 70 minutes of Lisandro Martinez, and God, what a difference did that make in our gameplay. To the extent that Pep has to acknowledge that Lisandro Martinez is one of the best centre backs in the world. His passes were tearing down Man City defense. Like, oh, I really hope going into next season we're going to have a more solid defense. But then that then brings me to the question of Rafael Varane. Why are we letting him go? It is so painful that Rafael Varane is going. before some persons have left the team. And I'm not going to be afraid to mention him. So persons like Victor Lindelof, I think he should be out of that team before Rafael Varane. That being said, I know it's on the issues of wages, but please, on the 1st of June, can we resign him? Can we resign Varane for a lower fee and a much lesser wage? Oh, that guy is perfection. He really is perfection. His class, his professionalism, and that was such a perfect farewell for him. And I'm wishing him the best for the future, because Rafael Varane is class. Once a red, always a red. Varane, we love you. Thank you for giving us that trophy. Rafael Varane did not put a foot wrong in that game, and neither did Lisandro Martinez. I just hope that going into the 2024-2025 season, Lisandro Martinez is fit. I just hope he is fit. I know he limped off at 71 minutes holding his hamstring, but please, oh please, Lisandro Martinez, please be fit for the 2024-2025 season. We need you. We need you. Just be fit. I just hope Manchester United use this summer to sort out their medical team, because I really don't know what's going on in that department. But thank you guys for giving me one more trophy in that cabinet. Also, onto the case of solid defenses. I don't know what the issue is with Aaron Wan-Bissaka this summer, or the issue or the situation surrounding him is going to be like, but Aaron Wan-Bissaka still remains one of the best defenders in 1v1 situations. I might feel biased saying this, but I feel like we need to keep Aaron Wan-Bissaka. We do really need to keep Aaron Wan-Bissaka, if not as a starter, but as part of the squad. There are games where you need him. There are games where you need him, and in such, like in that final, we needed him, because even when Man City tried to switch up their play and they brought in Jeremy Doku, who we know is an explosive winger, he couldn't dribble past Wan-Bissaka. Not once. Not once. For the whole time he was on that pitch, did he dribble past Aaron Wan-Bissaka. So I just want to say this is a special appreciation to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Like, the guy is solid. He really is solid. He knows his defensive game. That being said, I'm just going to give a minute round of applause. Okay, definitely not going to be up to a minute, to that defense yesterday. From Onana to Rafa Varane to Lisandro Martinez to Diogo Dalot to Aaron Wan-Bissaka, kudos to them. They really came up, they showed forth, and they showed out, and they made that defense as compact as it was. It just goes to show how much of a difference a solid defensive partnership could have had for our season. But we can't be crying over spilled milk. Moreover, we have a trophy to the cabinet. Now, onto the third thing we learned from this game. It is Warrior Amrabat. Like Postcodes rightly said, Amrabat's display yesterday was prime Gattuso. Oh yes, it was prime Gattuso. I think Amrabat was everywhere on that pitch. Amrabat had one of the top 3 performances yesterday. Like, Amrabat was a warrior. He was on the battlefield. You know when the war song, where a war drum sounds and your soldiers are ready? Amrabat is that soldier. He was that soldier. In attack, in defense, in midfield, Amrabat was everywhere. Winning duels, covering players, covering spaces. Amrabat was him. The combination of Amrabat and Menu in that midfield was so compact that they dominated the midfield. They ended Rodri's 74-game streak. That was how good that midfield partnership was. That midfield partnership was so good that I'm not sure even a knife can pass through. Yeah, I said that. I'm not sure even a knife could pass through. And this is the Amrabat we saw in the World Cup. This is prime Amrabat, like prime Sofian Amrabat. And where has he been since we signed in? Where have this performance been for the past 3-4 games that he has played towards the end of this season? Amrabat showed class, and it was just reminiscent of Marcel Sabitza's loan season with us last season. It was class too. And sometimes I wonder if these are some of the players we should have gotten or kept in our team, just for quality and the technicality they do bring to the team. Because on a good day, Sofian Amrabat is a very good partner to Kobe Menu. And if we're not going to get a top defensive midfielder, and even if we do get a top defensive midfielder, I don't think 15-20 M for Sofian Amrabat is going to be bad business. especially with everything surrounding Casemiro. I really don't think it's going to be bad business. Casemiro had one of the best seasons last season, but with this season, his drop was just so drastic. But Sofiane Amrabat is truly a utility player. He's a squad player. So I think splurging 15M on him should not be a bad deal. But we still do need a defensive midfielder for going into next season. And now onto the fourth thing we learned is respect Bruno. I don't care if you are a hater or if you are a lover, but you just have to respect Bruno. Over the years, over the months, many things have come up about Bruno this, Bruno that. But Bruno is class and class is Bruno. I think Bruno is the best thing that has happened to Manchester United post Alex Ferguson era. He has been our best signing. He has been our best performer on the pitch and off the pitch. Bruno is action speaks louder than words, and his words are pretty much powerful. Bruno dropped a banger letter to the fans a day before the final, and also dropped an even more banger performance on the pitch in the final. Oh God, I think we are so fortunate to have Bruno Fernandes in our team, not just as a player but also as a captain. You can see the way he holds the team together, the way he holds the youngsters, the way he mentors them, the way he gels all around the team, both on and off the pitch. Like, Bruno is that one player you need on your team. Bruno deserves more than what we are giving him. He deserves more than the respect we are giving him. He deserves more than the disrespect some fans pour on his name, calling him a whiner, telling him that he complains too much. Bruno deserves so much, man. I think he deserves trophies. Yes, I know he now has two to his name, but Bruno deserves so much trophies for a player of his caliber. He deserves the Premier League, bro. He deserves the Premier League. I really do hope we can win the Premier League, if not for anybody, but for Bruno doing his time with us at Manchester United is class. So everybody that is saying Bruno is a problem, please keep short. You keep short. Like, keep short. So in all you do as Manchester United fans, respect Bruno. And the last but not least thing that we learned from that game is Europe, here we come, baby! Because we are going to Europe. Yes, we finished 8th in the league, but oh no, leave that, because we are going to Europe. And the sweetest thing about this is sending Chelsea down to Conference League. Yep. Take that door, please. And sending Newcastle out of Europe. Like, take that door, please. Especially after Newcastle tweeted that tweet in December saying we are the United. I mean, yes, the United thing. Rubbish and nonsense. Take that door, please. Winning the second most prestigious trophy in England is just tantamount to how resilient we have been this season, because it shows how resilient we had to be to win that trophy. We had to beat Liverpool 4-3 in extra time in the quarterfinals to get to the semi-finals. We had to beat Coventry on penalties to get to the finals, and then we had to beat the reigning English Premier League champions and reigning European champions, because the UCL final is yet to be played, in regular time to cinch that trophy. So please, kudos to that team for their resilience. So I know we've not had the perfect season, but please, that was such a perfect ending to our terrible season. I know he's going to say no to it. Definitely not me, please. I'm going to take all the trophies we can get, even where we are performing terribly. Hopefully next season we can do better, challenge for titles, and add another trophy to our cabinet. 1 or 2 shouldn't be bad. So kudos to that thing, because we are going to Europe. We are going to Europe. So if you've watched to this point, kindly Leave your comment down below on points you think we've missed out or I've missed out concerning that match. What do you think about the match? What are notable points about that game? What are the things you learned about the game that showed out or that stood out in that game? That being said, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you found it helpful or if you like it. Follow me for more content like this. Bye.